Alright boys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So this is part 2 of fixing the Evo guard. If you guys haven't seen part 1 already, go and watch my last video that I posted. If you guys have already watched it, then welcome back to this video. So in part 1, I repaired it and I primed it, and then in part 2, I'm going to sand it and I'm going to paint it. So today's a hot day, perfect weather to paint. Got the garage empty, someone's ringing me. Perfect weather to paint, so I'm going to get it done today. And hopefully I can get the Evo back on the road within the next week or so. So yeah, let's get into it. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. Every single time I try to film a vlog, someone always rings me. Like, I don't know why, every single time. And no one calls me when I'm not vlogging. Like, bro, just call me when I'm not filming. Anyways, I've got the guard here. So where we finished off in the last vlog was pretty much just me putting the primer over the repairs and stuff. So it's all dry. It's been well over a week now, so it's definitely cured now. So I'm gonna peel all the masking paper off, all the tape off, and then we can start sanding it. I'm probably gonna start sanding it with 400 grit sandpaper, and then we'll play sand with like, I don't know, 800 probably. And then yeah, then I can start getting it ready for paint. Also, in case you're wondering, these are some of the wheels that I painted for one of my mates. He's gonna come pick them up today. They're so nice. I don't really like red wheels, but these are nice. Genuine TE37s, perfect sizes for an Integra as well, 16 by 8.5, perfect sizes. But yeah, let's do the guard. It's probably going to be pointless if I show you guys me sanding the guard, because I'm sure there's enough videos of me sanding on YouTube now, so I'm probably just going to fast forward the whole sanding stage, because let's be honest, no one wants to watch me sand. Like, I know, I don't even want to watch me sand. When I'm editing these videos, I'm like so seebs watching myself sand. I like always time lapse it because it's just so boring. So I'm probably not going to film that part, and I'll just get it all sanded down, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to do after that. Psych, you really thought I wasn't going to make you guys sand? Bro, if I have to stand here and sand this guard, I'm going to make you guys watch me sand. With absolutely no way I'm going to be doing this by myself. So you guys are stuck with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna actually make you guys watch. Sanding's boring, so I'm not actually gonna film all that. And also, it's not because I don't want to make you guys watch. I'm running out of memory and I can't be bothered going inside and clearing my SD card, so I'm still gonna film it. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly sand it with 400 grit, then I'm gonna sand it with 800 grit, and then I'll show you guys where I'm up to from there. All right, guys. So it's been a long day. It's now 7:45 p.m. So I started probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've had people come over, friends come over, family come over. Everything's just been happening today. Worked on the guard. Helped him in as well, so now I can finally paint the guard. All I've got up to so far is, I actually lied, so I didn't start sanding the guard with 400 grit. I started with 320 grit, so I tried with 400 and it wasn't rough enough, it was too fine, it wasn't knocking down the primer. So I went with 320 grit on the block, then I wet sanded it with 400 grit sandpaper, and then I wet sanded it with 800 grit sandpaper, and then I used a grey Scotch-Brite and I went over the whole guard. That's all done now, so that's the guard now, pretty much ready to paint. These little primer patches here is from when I was sanding. I rubbed through by accident, so I accidentally got like little patches of bare metal just in the corners and stuff. So I just got a spray can of primer and just quickly primed the little patches. So yeah, it's all sanded down already. Got the heater pumping, so it's gonna get hot in here, and got the extraction fan set up. It's just like a little makeshift fan setup. It's better than having nothing in here, and it actually does work. It gets a little bit of air out. And also, in case you guys haven't seen, I don't think I've ever used this in any of my vlogs, but this is my little paint booth setup. So this is actually in my garage. Me and Shimin put up a little rail just up there. Oh, no, just up there. We put a little rail with one of those little metal wire things. I don't know what they're actually called, but you can see it there. And then we got this truck tarp off Main Freight. It's one of those tarps that go on the side of those big freight trucks, and we put little hooks on the top and hooked it onto the rail. And then what this does is it slides on the rail. I don't really want to move it now, it's gonna make dust everywhere, but yeah, it slides on the rail. So most of the time we fold it, so we grab this side and we fold it all the way to that side, and then we just tie it up in the corner. And then when I want to paint, I just fling that all the way across, and that just separates this part of the garage, the paint side of the garage, because I use this side just to paint stuff. It's got all the paint stuff on this side, so pretty much keeps the paint stuff separated from the mechanical side and the fabrication side, where we've got the welders and the hoist and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much the paint side. Unfortunately, there is little tiny gaps on the top. We want to do something about that later on. Yeah, we've just left it, but we do want to fix it up later on. So because of that, I just put a sheet over the Evo, because that's probably the only one that's going to get overspray, because it's the closest to the little gaps. Like, they're the little gaps. Yeah, so I just put a little sheet over the Evo just to make sure that I don't get overspray on it. But yeah, I'm gonna mix up the paint now and start spraying it. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day, so let's quickly get this done because I just want to go eat. Alright guys, so I just switched over to the small vlog camera because I don't want to get overspray on my expensive camera. So I've just got the guard here now. I just wiped it over with wax and grease remover just to make sure it's all clean. Like I said, I've got the little heater set up there. Got the little fan set up there. So yeah, now I've just got the paint mixed up in the gun, ready to spray. I just got to turn the compressor on and then just start spraying. So I'm just going to chuck my mask on because, you know, you got to be safe with the mask. And yeah, that should be it, ready to spray. So let's go. All right, so for my first coat of base coat, I'm just going to do a really light coat. So pretty much just go over the primed repairs first, because obviously you want to get more coat on the primer repairs. So it's going to go a light coat over the gray areas first, and then gradually build up and then do the whole guard eventually. It's lucky that I've just recently painted my car, so I don't have to worry about the color match, because the paint is the same paint I'm using as when I painted the whole car, and same as the clear. I've pre-mixed the clear with the pearl in it from when I painted the car before, so that shouldn't be an issue. That's all you need to do for the first coat. So you just go really light. Don't worry about getting good coverage and stuff. Just go really light. Remember, you can always do more coats and not get any runs, rather than doing too heavy coats and then risking getting runs on the paint, and then you just have to sand it back and then pretty much back to square one. So just go easy, take it slow, don't rush it. I'm just gonna wait probably like 10 minutes, let that dry. Actually it's pretty hot. I might have to only wait like 5 minutes, let it dry. I reckon I'll probably have to do like maybe 4 coats, maybe 5, because the paint's really transparent. So see how it goes. I'm ready for my second coat now. I had to run and get the goats, that's why I'm puffed out, because I had to go get them from the back and bring them up because it's getting dark. If I sound like I'm puffed out, that's why. But yeah, I'm ready for the second coat now. If you guys watched the video of me painting the Evo the first time, you guys would have seen we put in pearl in the clear. So now what I've got to do is I've got to put 2 coats of the pearl clear over the guard first, and then another 2 coats of the normal clear. So that's what I did for the car. So obviously if I wanted to match, I've got to do it to the guard as well. So I'm going to start mixing up that now, so the OGs would know. Horse come. We've got the pearl clear inside here. Give it a mix. There you go, that's all the pearl in there. I just finished up painting, just the last coat of clear coat. Turned out really, really good. I'm actually very happy with how it came out. It is really late, so I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon, but I'll quickly show you guys. I don't want to move around too much because of all the dust. I don't want it to go land on the paint job, but I'll quickly just try to show you guys. That's how it looks. I'll just quickly get a flashlight. There you go, you can see all the pearl and stuff. I just don't want to walk around too much because, like I said, the paint's still wet. I'll come back and show you guys tomorrow and we'll put the guard on. I still want to cut it back and buff the whole guard, just because we're painting in a little shed like this. I do get little bits of dust. Yeah, I just want to chop it back, make it full flat. There's not much orange peel, so that's good. I don't have to sand back too much. I did put 3 coats of clear, so that should be just enough to chop it back and then enough to buff without burning through to the paint. I did 3 coats of clear, 2 coats of the pearl clear, and then I did like, I think like 4 or 5 coats of the base coat. So yeah, I'm like really happy with how it came out, to be honest. Like I actually surprised myself with how nice it looks. But yeah, I gotta move this all to the side. I gotta bring the DC2 and park it back in here because I don't like leaving it outside. I'm very paranoid of leaving my cars parked outside. Alright boys, I don't know where I left off on the last vlog, but I just do remember that I didn't show you guys much of the guard after I painted it because it was still wet. I didn't want to walk around it too much and put dust all over the guard and stuff. So it's probably about 5 days later since I painted the guard, and it's all dry now, ready to buff. So I'll quickly show you guys before I start to wet sand it to buff it. But I did get a run because I painted it on a cold day. The clear didn't dry, so I got 1 run. So spilling about that, but it's not bad because I can just sand it out and buff it. Guard all painted. It's gonna be so hard to show you guys the run because it's barely noticeable. So the run's there, but you can't really see it. See here, where the light sort of goes a bit weird. That's where the run is. It's like so small, you can barely notice it, but you can notice it. So it's not like a big run. It's not like a lot of clear that ran. It's like the tiniest little bit, but it has to be perfect. So I'm gonna quickly sand the whole guard because I was gonna sand it anyways to buff it. So may as well get rid of the run on the way. All right boys, so I've got a bucket of water just on the floor here. I've got the guard on a panel stand ready to sand now. What I did first was I cut up little sections of 1200 grit sandpaper. So I just cut up like little squares here. And then I've got a little soft block just to help me sand. So yeah, I'm just gonna wet up the panel and then start sanding it. So I'll do like a little time lapse of that. I've been sanding this for probably 20 minutes now. So I just sanded with 1200 grit sandpaper wet. As you can see, it's not really glossy anymore. I sanded it all flat, got rid of the runs, got rid of all the little dust nibs that were in there. So after I do the 1200, I can sand it with 2000 or 2500, whatever I've got. And then after that, I can go with 3000 grit sandpaper. And then after the 3000 grit, it's pretty much ready to buff. So I'm gonna skip recording the sanding stage because it's a bit boring. I'm gonna quickly just power through probably for the next half an hour or so, and then I'll get back to you guys once I'm ready to buff. So yeah, all right boys, it's been probably an hour since I've been sanding now. My fingers are all sore. If anyone sees me right now and walks into the garage, they're gonna think what the hell I've been up to in the garage because I got white shit all over me. Anyways, I've been sanding for, yeah, probably a bit over an hour now, so it's been taking a lot of time. I just want to make sure I get it perfect, so that's why I don't really mind if it takes a long time. As long as it comes out perfect, that's all I care about. So just finish up with the 3000 wet, just wipe the panel down, show you guys what it looks like now. So as you can see, after you start sanding with 3000 sandpaper, it actually starts to get a bit shiny again. So because you're sanding it so fine, it's actually like almost polishing it. So I know if you guys saw it before, it looked a bit more matte. So I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but if you were looking at the reflections, it was a bit more matte, but now obviously you can see it's a little bit more shiny, so that's probably a better view there. Yeah, like I was saying, as you can see, it's a bit more shiny now from the 3000 wet sandpaper, so it makes it a little bit more fine. So pretty much now it's perfect to buff because it's all sanded down with 3000 sandpaper. So yeah, I'm gonna get all of my buffing gear out. I was gonna use my big buff, but I want to show you guys how to do it like a DIY at home. So I'm just gonna be using my little buff on the drill, just because like obviously I could do it on the big buff with no issues and it'd be done probably within like, I don't know, half an hour or something. But I want to show you guys that it's definitely doable with a mini drill. You guys can do it at home and stuff, so I'd rather just show you guys the home methods that you guys can take. So I'll get my little buff out and I'll show you guys what I'm using. Alright, so I've got all my buffing gear out. So this is my little Milwaukee drill with the little buffing pad on there. It's just like a little soft pad, like it's literally not hard at all. Like look how soft it is. Like I'm not even putting that much pressure on there. So this is a good pad to cut with. And I'll show you another pad, this one here. This is good for swirl remover. So this is like another foam pad. It's called Shine Mate. Wait, this is really good. I really like that one. That's good for swirl remover. So for the cutting stage, everyone should already know Correctly G3. This is the absolute best. I use this for everything. So buffing headlights, buffing cars, like literally everything. That is my go-to. If you've watched my other videos, you would already know I use this for everything. So I love this. For the swirl remover part, I like to use the 3M Perfected machine polish. I haven't used this that much. I use it on the Evo and it actually turned out really good. So I do like it, but I haven't used it enough to say that it's the best. Probably would recommend it. I've never had an issue with it. The only thing is this doesn't smell nice, whereas this smells really nice. So that's why I like using this one, because it smells nice and it works good. This smells like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. It just doesn't even smell nice. So that's one thing I don't like about it. But as long as it does its job, that's all that really matters, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'll be using. I got my little kit with the microfibers, small foam pads, just all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's start buffing. All right, I really hope this is focusing and I hope you guys can see properly. Just put a little bit of compound on the buff. Put this down and then pretty much just move it around like that. If you hold this down straight away and start buffing it, all the compound's gonna fly everywhere. So just move it around and then just go slowly and work it in. Alright guys, this might be a little bit hard to film just because I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but this is literally how it looks before I buffed it. So like obviously I'm moving it around, it looks all flat and stuff, and then that's how it looks after I buffed it. So that's before I buffed it, and then that's after I buffed it. Like how crazy is the difference? So that's what it will look like after you like just finish sanding it, and then that's after I buff it, and that's without swirl remover as well. So we've still got one more stage left, so it's not done yet, but I just thought I'd quickly show you guys, just like the middle of the process and stuff, that's what it should look like. There's not many swirls and stuff in it, which is good, but I'll still go for the swirl remover just for the micro swirls that you'll only be able to see during the daytime. So guys, have a look at that. Look at the reflection of the light straight away. So as you can see, it's all buffed now. It looks so much better, like all glossy and stuff. You can see all the reflections now, if you see all the lights and stuff. It looks so good. The panel is so flat, so straight, no orange peel. Literally perfect. So I probably don't need to go over the panel with swirl remover because of how good it came out, but I'm just gonna go over swirl remover because this is only LED lights. So once I take it out in the sunlight, the natural sunlight, you might be able to see swirls, like really fine swirls. So I don't want to risk it, so I may as well just go over the panel quickly with swirl remover. But like right now, the panel looks so nice, like so smooth, so flat. All right, I'm gonna quickly put some swirl remover over the whole thing, and then we can put the guard on finally. So I'll do a quick time lapse of the swirl remover. Alright boys, there we go. So that's with the swirl remover on. I can't get over how glossy it is, like honestly, that looks unreal. I wish you guys could see it in person because like it just looks crazy. But I'm very happy with that. Oh, there you go, you can see the reflection of the light there. Look at that. The panel is so flat, there's no orange peel, like it literally just looks amazing. I'm so happy with it. Honestly, I didn't think I would be able to repair the guard this good, so I'm actually so happy. And to think I was actually considering spending, what was it, like $700 on this guard second hand. Like I can't believe how good it turned out. I can't stop saying how good it is. Like I'm literally just so surprised on how good it turned out. I'm gonna quickly chuck the guard on because I just want to get it on. My tire's flat, so even if I put the wheel on, I can't really drive the car. But I'm gonna move the car out of the garage because I need to wash it anyway. Look how good the guard looks. It's actually crazy. I've said it 500 times, but I'll say it again. Look how good the guard looks, guys. There it is, guys. You can't even tell that there was any damage even there in the first place. The color match might look off at the moment. That's only because the car's actually dirty. I don't want to rub the paint, but you can see where I put a bit of masking tape before and then there's just dust, so the color match looks a tiny bit off, but that's only because the whole car is dirty. Like, look at the windscreen, look at all the dust that's collected for the past few weeks. I'm actually so happy with how it turned out. Like, I'm actually proud as well of how it turned out. Like, honestly, I wasn't too sure if I'd be able to fix it. I had my doubts in the first place, and then like once I sort of started to get into it, I realized that it's definitely doable, and it actually turned out a lot better than I thought. I literally went inside to get something, and then I was like lazy, so I just like laid in bed for a bit, and I full fell asleep for like 4 hours. So here we are 4 hours later. I haven't done any work at all, just fell asleep. I'm awake now. The reason I woke up is because it started raining, so I can't even wash the car anymore. So the rain, like the noise of the rain woke me up. Then I came outside and then I realized I can't even wash the car anymore because of the rain. So pretty much all I have left to do today is just put the wheel on and take it off the jack stands, and then I guess that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna put the wheel on now, and I guess that's it. So let's put the wheel on. It's finally off the jack stands on the floor. It's been about a month. There you go. It's a better look at the guard now. Yeah, it turned out really good. I'm actually so happy with how everything turned out. The guard's fixed, wheels are on, car's pretty much ready to hit the road. All I need is just to fix my tire, and then we're good to go. But obviously it's a Sunday, so I can't fix my tire today. Yeah, there's not really much else I can do for this video, so I'm probably gonna end it there. I just wanna say a massive thank you to everyone for showing their support on my latest videos. I really do appreciate you guys. Don't forget to turn on the little notification bell, just so you guys know when I release a new video. I would appreciate it if you guys just click that little notification bell, and that way you guys are just notified as soon as I post a new video. Thank you heaps for watching, guys. I appreciate all of the support from you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.